Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're out here with the ducks today, and I'm just trying to stay out of the muck. Things are melting and getting gross. But we're out here to talk about the ducks, our lovely ducks. We're specifically going to talk about what they eat. Because have you ever watched a duck snatch up a slug or a wriggling worm and wondered, what exactly do they eat? What exactly are they supposed to eat? Well, a slime-covered slug might not sound very appetizing to you and I. Well, to a duck, that can be a gourmet meal. Okay? Ducks love stuff like that. Ducks absolutely love a lot of things that we would find disgusting. Ducks are opportunistic omnivores. This means that they eat a little bit of everything, from plants to insects to even small animals, like frogs. So if you're raising ducks, understanding their natural foraging habits can help you save money on feed while keeping your flock happy and healthy. So today, let's dive into the fascinating world of duck diet, what they eat, why they eat it, and how you can use their natural instincts to your advantage. So ducks are built to forage. Whether they're dabbling in a pond, poking through the mud, or even waddling through a field, they're always on the hunt for really tasty morsels. What's on the menu? Well, a little of everything. Insects and bugs are a favorite because ducks love creepy crawlies. Slugs, worms, beetle larvae, mosquito larvae, snails, all these are perfectly acceptable to a duck. They also really like aquatic plants, especially in ponds. They will devour duckweed, algae, and other aquatic vegetation. Are you guys leaving? Am I going to have to follow you? I don't want to. There's DK out there. There's DK out there. Cat stuff. Duck stuff. It's a farm. So ducks also like to eat land plants and crops like grass, lettuce, grains, corn, tomatoes, blueberries, peas. Many of the same things that we really like. They really like it too. They also like fish and amphibians, like small fish, tadpoles, and frogs. These are a really good protein boost. Yes, my duckies. We love our duckies. Hi, sweetheart. And yes, everyone survived the winter. I've had people ask, did any of the ducks get frostbite, have their feet frozen off? No. We have deep enough bedding inside the barn that they were okay. Not the point, but answering a question. Anyway, let's see if we can get you guys on film doing your ducky stuff. Yes. They also like, unfortunately, for some people, I know it's gross, but ducks also like little mice, little frogs. If you are not good with seeing a duck swallow a mouse whole, you probably don't want ducks on your farm, because they'll do it. They absolutely 100% will do it. Okay? So this ability to find their food makes ducks valuable to farmers and homesteaders. A flock that's allowed to forage can drastically reduce the amount of purchased feed you need. So yeah, some of the stuff they choose to eat is kind of gross, but frankly, that gross stuff, it's good for them. Okay? But of course, there are some trade-offs with allowing your ducks to find their own food. So let's just talk about that for a minute, because if ducks are such great foragers, does that mean you can let them fend for themselves completely? Not really. There are some benefits and some drawbacks to letting your ducks forage on their own. Okay? There are pros and cons. So it really depends on your situation. So let's talk about some of the pros of free-ranging your ducks and letting them find their own food. So first, you have lower feed costs, right? Absolutely lower feed costs. And that's not a bad thing. Ducks finding their own food reduces your expenses. Absolutely 100%, right? Absolutely. There's no doubt that that will help you with your feed costs. They're also good for pest control. Ducks control insect populations, including ticks and mosquitoes. I even find them better for ticks than guineas. I know guineas are praised for their ability to eat ticks. I find the ducks better. Okay, I find the ducks just so much better at it. So I like ducks. I prefer ducks for the pest control. These guys are so good. And they'll take the slugs right out of my garden. Hello. Hello, Donald. That's Donald. That's Dolly. That one's Donald. So you also have happier, healthier ducks when they get to forage naturally. They're often more active, they're more engaged, they just have more fun, because you'd have more fun too. They also get a natural variety in their diet, so a more diverse diet can contribute to their overall health and well-being. However, there are some cons, okay? There are some downsides to letting your ducks free range and do their own thing and grabbing their own snacks. So ducks raised entirely on forage won't gain weight as quickly or lay as many eggs as those on a commercial diet. That's just because of the caloric thing. Feeding them a commercial diet gives them more calories. It'll have them laying earlier. It'll have them laying more eggs just because of the calories and the protein. Nutritional gaps can sometimes show up in an entirely free-range flock. Depending on the environment, foraging alone may not provide all of the essential nutrients. Yes, he just ran under Shadowfax's legs. Duck. Yeah, ducks. You guys are good. Shadowfax doesn't care. So yeah, depending on the environment, foraging alone may not provide all essential nutrients. It depends what kind of plants and aquatic stuff you have in your area. Yeah, we routinely walk under Shadowfax. We just do it. There's also a predator risk when you're free-ranging. Remember that free-ranging ducks are more vulnerable to predators like foxes, hawks, and raccoons. We solve this by having the dogs. If you don't have any way to protect your guys when they're free-ranging, you're going to have to be out with them or not do it. Hello, my duckles. Also, you're going to have seasonal limitations. In colder months, natural food becomes scarce, so we get... Hi, sweetheart. So we get really cold, like really cold in the winter. So 40 below. They're not free-ranging in 40 below. There's nothing to free-range. So because of all these reasons, most duck keepers choose a middle ground approach, allowing ducks to forage while also providing supplemental feed. This balance ensures they get the best of both worlds. Since there's no one-size-fit-all approach to feeding methods, most of us find that a system that works best is kind of a hybrid system, and it has to be very specific to your own situation. So here are a few things to consider when you're deciding how to best feed your ducks. Hello, Jakey. Hello, sweetheart. Yes, hello. We miss you so much, even though I saw you 5 minutes ago. Hello. Yes, and ducks. I don't have the snacks right now. I will go back and get the snacks. First, I want to talk about different methods for feeding your ducks. Different hybrid methods. So some people like to let the ducks roam during the day and eat naturally and then put them away in the evening and provide them with a commercial diet then. Some people like to rely almost entirely on foraging in the warm summer months and then go to almost entirely commercial feed in the colder winter months. That's viable as well. Some people like to use rotational grazing. This is moving ducks between different areas to ensure fresh forage and prevent overgrazing. Also, if you have a pond, ducks will naturally find more food sources like small aquatic plants, fish, insects, that kind of stuff. So if you have a pond, you might get away with a little bit more free ranging and a little bit less commercial diet. Okay, so you can obviously do that. One of the best ways to fine-tune your approach is to observe your specific ducks. Okay, are they staying active and maintaining a healthy body weight? Is egg production fairly steady? Are they showing any signs of nutritional deficiencies? Maybe if they're not super active, maybe you have a problem. Hello, Blue. Blue's joining us. Blue's having a great old time. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Yeah, I know. It's Blue time. I know. So all of those different things are indicators of whether or not the diet you've got them on is working or if you need to make adjustments. So sometimes you'll find you need to provide more food. Sometimes you find they don't go through it very fast. Remember that there's no single right way to feed your ducks that works for every single small flock. That's correct. Correct. There's not one right way to do it. Exactly. He knows. So what works on a small homestead might not be the best option for a larger farm. And that's why it's always helpful to talk to other duck keepers, consult an experienced vet or an agricultural expert, and most importantly, learn from your own experience. It's really important to learn as you go because not everything works for everyone. If you're new to raising ducks, start by observing the way they naturally gravitate towards their environment. Over time, you'll get a sense of what foraging options are available and how much supplemental feed they really need. And don't forget, ducks are smart. They'll often let you know when they're hungry and when they've had enough. Okay, they're smart animals. So they'll figure it out. So to sum it up, ducks are incredible foragers and their natural diet includes a surprising variety of foods. While they can find much on their own, most duck keepers like to use a combination of foraging and supplemental feeding to maintain the health and productivity of their ducks. And maybe their turkeys. So I'll be covering duck nutrition and different feed options in separate videos, so stay tuned for those over the next couple weeks. That's about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. Let me know in the comments below what you feed your ducks. We'll see you tomorrow.